Okay, 1692, good luck. Boost the audio a bit so I can hear the moves a bit better. So we go d4, let's play knight f6. Opponent, oh, we've done about the same, 1200 games of rapid. I'm just a little bit less than that, not far off. What do I want to do here? Do we go a bit bold with c5 down? No, let's go d4 first, then maybe, sorry, d5, then c5. Or we could do this setup. Yeah, let's go e6 first, just so we've got the option to develop and castle like our opponent's doing. But I like the idea of doing c5. Let's do c5 now. Then if he does take, we've got the option to develop the bishop in one move instead of two. And we've got a nice square for our knight then. Excuse me. Okay, comes forward to protect, so we'll develop our knight. We're just going to look at bishop up and castle, but there I'm going to take, just so if I block, you don't have take deflecting me. You can take back, obviously, multiple ways for white. Goes with the knight. Okay, I'm just going to develop the bishop and break this pin. If takes, we can take back. Okay, castle, so we'll castle. So we've got a development move for our bishop with a view to going here. Or we can try and do this, but obviously not in this particular position. But here now we'll have to take this way, because you can't now take with a queen. So that could be a good time to take. So let's get that done. Then we can maybe develop the bishop. So let's put the bishop on a nice square. Maybe this one, maybe the queen up. Plays knight round with a view to coming in. So we could go up here and trade the bishop as well. So here, take, take, take. The knight will most likely come in. I could play bishop up here to pressure the pawn. Don't think I should though. I think I should attack the bishop and see what you do. Gives my king an emergency square for later on in the game. So he does trade, does come in. So I think I'll develop the rook preparing to go here. If takes, I'm very happy to take. Now that wasn't the move I expected. So we could take here and give him an isolated pawn. So here, bishop takes. We could then do this as well. Everything might trade down. I can develop the bishop attacking the rook. I mean, obviously I can go here as well. If takes, takes. But you're going to go there, aren't you? So I think I should take the pawn. Then maybe give up the bishop for the knight. Bring the pawn across. He's got the option to maybe take here first and then capture back. He's gone that way, so we can do this, and we've got equal bishops. So here, say bishop up. If everything trades off, it's just a nice end game. It should be alright for us. So I'm going to take here first. Then probably bishop here. Excuse me. Now I could play bishop up and attack the rook. Or I can go bishop c6. They're my two likely moves. If queen takes, rook takes. And if bishop takes, rook or pawn can take. It looks pleasant enough, but I can go here and attack the rook. And you've only really got one move. I mean, you could maybe trade the queen first and then activate the rook. Then this pawn is a bit loose. So let's just play simple chess and bring the bishop across. He chooses to take, so I'm going to activate the rook. So it's rather symmetrical, isn't it? Except white's got an advanced pawn, so you can build a nice connect four. Okay, plays rook across. So we can take, the queen takes, and then a move like queen up. We attack two pawns, so is that any good here? You've got to take back. If you take my queen, I can take the rook first. So here, you got to take, and then I've got, say, queen here. We attack this pawn, we attack this pawn. How do you defend them? I don't think you can. I don't think you can. So I think it wins a pawn, at least temporarily. So maybe you've got to move like where here? Queen down. We take here, you take here. So our queen's here. You play queen here. And then what do we do? What do we do? If we take, you take here. We chuck the pawn. Simplifying it down a little bit much, isn't it? A little bit much, but it might be the best we can still do. Okay, I do have queen up. Trade. Do I take? No, that's the wrong move. That's the wrong move. Yeah, let's just go with this idea. I need a different square for the queen though. I don't think I want to be here. Maybe here. He's only got one move here. That's really the only move you've got. If you take my queen, I take the rook and then take back and it's just game over. So you've got to really take, it's the only move. And then, do I go here or here? It might be the same difference. I could play a move like this and not actually target the pawns quickly. So I could play here, so we're guarding this and try and activate the rook. This is what I was looking at. Maybe I'm better going here. So we attack this pawn. If you go here, you've broken your structure. That looks better. Yeah, because if you come here, then we can take this and still protect. And we're still threatening to win this pawn. And we're threatening to activate our rook as well. So rather than going here and allowing queen down, but now we're queen down, which he's done, we can actually take this pawn, right? Now, the only risk here is that if the white rook gets active and ours doesn't, we might be playing a piece down. That's the kind of slight risk. So if I take here and you take here, is there any trick there? Maybe just run the pawn, but two pawns are better than one, aren't there? I think I should push. So now if he comes forward, I'm threatening to check and collect, or just collect and still guard this. Well, he's just taken it. Well, now I can take here, right? I didn't expect that. So I can gain this centre pawn, and we still guard this. If them two come off, it's still a theoretical draw, 4 against 3 on the same side. But it gets rid of risk, to be fair, for both of us. Oh, that should be good for us, because it completely shatters the pawn structure. That could be winning for us now, with the pawns being broken up. Then we go here. You've got to guard your pawn, and we bring our king across. I'm going to trust that this is going to be better for me now. I'm going to have to guard the pawn, and he does. So I think we just need to bring our king up, but how do we do it? So we could do something like this, but we don't want to get our king stuck. So 1, 2 moves, and then we push. It feels like a waste. So what about here? Becomes a target, but becomes a barricade as well, and then king up. If I play a rook here, you've just got a natural move anyway. So I'm going to play f5 and try and bring my king up. If you come to block us, we just take the pawn. And once we come up, our king's getting active. And our opponent's just resigned. Okay, they've just resigned. Okay, they could have just played on there, you never know. Let's have a look in engine language, see what it actually was. So 25 moves. They're the move times for both players there. The Indian defense Tartar attack, if you click on that, you can get some puzzles to do. Yeah, when the queens came off and it broke the pawn structure there, I'm just assessing that as being then better for me versus the pawns being connected. But we'll find out in engine language. It could be level, it could be the other way. Let's just see. Plus 1.8. It was 2.7. It's back down to 1.8. So what have we done? 93 against 89 on the accuracy. Not many mistakes from either of us there. So the blunder at the end, yeah, queen e3, it was a blunder, and it was correct to take, as we can see. So we're just looking for some logical development moves, get into the game, get our king safe. So here, I should have played h6 immediately instead of actually trading the knight. Then h6 was good. So here we should have just taken the bishop instead of playing e4. So it's +1 for us now, but it just comes straight back to level. We should have played the bishop up attacking the rook. One of the moves I looked at, so we should have done that. Bishop e5, rook e1 is all it gives. So you can see this is just completely flatline level. We do some trades here, and we're just still flatline level until queen e3. Okay, so I should have just taken the pawn here and then allowed this one to fall and maybe just run this. But 2-on-1 with my rook bogged down, it's difficult to keep it. So here, I should have played queen to d7. So just connect your pieces, put pressure on the pawn. It's still completely level. Yeah, this is now plus 2.2. It was correct to trade. Activate the rook. Rook d2 and f5. It's maybe not the best move. It's not been flagged, but it's gone from 2.4 to 1.8. So let's go back. I think it prefers g5 or h5 rather than f5. I guess it means you guarantee that your king can step up without this annoying rook move, but with it on one move, I'd be able to take the pawn and then get behind my pawn. And I've still got the g-pawn there to eventually get out. But f5, it was giving it, actually it's giving it a little bit better now. If you let it think. What is it? 1.9, 2.2. Yeah, it's now finished because it's gone green. So it's actually 2.2, so it was a decent move. And then you can see rook across is the best move there. I guess we'd be a little bit bogged down having to defend, and it's can you get this king across before we get ours active? If we lose this pawn again, this one, white's suddenly the one with the outside pawn, so it's dangerous, but it's 2.2 better for us. The opponent could play on there, but they choose to get on with another game.